Hi everyone, you're welcome back to my channel. My name is Kemi Omorogbe if you're new here. In this video, I'll be unboxing this LED light, which is the US 800 Pro. So I got two of these and I already unboxed one, but I said no, Kemi, you're not going to unbox this one until you have the time to film an unboxing video for your audience. So here we are today. So I got this from Austin 7070 in Abuja. Even though it is branded as Austin 7070, you can get any 800 Pro light and it will look like this or almost exactly like this. But I noticed that some of them don't come with a remote control, which this one came with. But they all come with some basic accessories. I mean the batteries, the charger and all that. It is rechargeable, so you can make use of it even when there is no power supply. So let's go ahead now and do the unboxing. I really don't want to distort my setup, so let's go ahead and do this the best way possible. So when you open your pack this way, you have it set up like this. Okay, so first I have the remote control here, but I haven't tried out this remote control, so I don't even really know how it works because I don't have a battery here. So we're just going to leave this. But this remote control can control, I think, the temperature and the intensity of the light, and you can also put it on and off. I find that really convenient. I hope my audio is not distorted. I find that really convenient because that means even from a distance you can do your setup while you are looking at yourself in the viewfinder or on your phone, and you can see the composition of your shoot. We have a ball head here, which, sorry about the noise, okay? So we have a ball head here which allows you, rotate. We are going to set it up together, so don't worry. And next I have the battery charger, okay? So this is the battery charger. I will show you how to use it as well. These are the batteries for Sony 570 LED. That's what is written on the battery, for Sony 570 LED. So yeah, okay, not for Sony cameras, maybe Sony lights, something like that. So but I have two batteries here, and I'll let you know about what I think of the batteries, okay, and how durable they are. So this is a power cord. You can also make use of it when there is power supply, so you can connect it directly to electricity. There's an adapter packed here, okay? So if you're going to use electrical power supply directly, you just connect this to the adapter and then you plug this onto your socket, right? That's it with this. And now to the light proper. That's all the accessories it came with. Now we have the light proper. This is if you're familiar with the LED 600 Pro, this looks very similar. It is just bigger than that. This came really well packed, I think, to avoid breakage, of course. Here we have our light. You can see the shape of my head. So this is how wide and how long it is, and it has some covers right here. I bought two, and then I noticed that one of it has like a glossy cover here. You can see the way this one is reflecting my light, while the other one has like a matte finishing. I don't know if that makes any difference, but it is still the same product. Now let's look at what we have just behind the panel itself. So we have the control knob here. That's to put it on and off. When you're making use of electrical power supply, you put it on this way, and then if you're using the batteries, you put it on the other way, okay, on this side. But then if you want it off, it has to stay in the middle. So this is at the middle now. It is currently off. Then if you want it on this way, then you can put it off again and on it for the battery this side. And then we have two knobs, okay? So I really wish that one of the knobs is to control temperature, while the other one controls the intensity of light, but it is not really like that. The way it is set up is such that they both control temperature and they both control the intensity of the light. I don't know if that's the same for every other LED 800 Pro, but for this particular one, that's what it does, and I really don't like that about it. So this one is at 320 Kelvin. That's the temperature. This is a particular temperature of light, 3200 Kelvin. Okay, not 320, 3200 Kelvin, right? So this particular knob will increase the intensity of that temperature of light or reduce it. Meanwhile, this other knob here is at 5600 Kelvin, and it will increase or reduce the temperature. So one thing I've noticed is that these panels come with two sets of bulbs, each with different temperature. Okay, so we have lines of little bulbs. Okay, I don't think you can see it. Okay, but we have little lines of bulb, and the first one is at the first arrangement, or the first row of bulb is at 5600 Kelvin. Then you have the next one at 3200 Kelvin. You have the next one at 5600, you know, just alternating like that. So they don't all come on at once. So I wish it was like the same bulb so that you have like maximum brightness, but that's not the case. When you want lights at a high temperature, you have to make use of the one at 3200, right? Then you increase the intensity. But then you can then mix the light a little bit, still increase the one at 5600 a little bit. I'm not really sure which is, you know, the cool temperature and the warm temperature now. But whenever you want the one with a cool temperature, you increase the intensity of the cool temperature bulbs, and you can completely switch off the warm temperature bulb. I don't know if you understand what I'm saying, but then you can mix the both. But you get maximum brightness when both the cool and the warm control are on, but it won't be a cool light. Do you understand? It will be like a mixture of cool and warm light. I pray you understand what I'm saying. Okay, so now we're going to set this up together, and you know, you can just see what to expect if you happen to buy one. Oh, I forgot a part of it, which is it came in two sets. Okay, this pack that has the main light, and then I had to buy this tripod separately. I will let you in on the price, delivery cost, and all of that later in this video. Here is the pack for the tripod stand. This tripod stand, it's perfect for, I think the light. It's okay for the lights. It's not the sturdiest, but it's okay for the light. But I don't consider it good enough for your camera. You can definitely use it with a phone, but I don't consider it sturdy enough for camera, so I won't advise that, except you don't mind, you know, breaking your camera. But if your camera is going to be stable, I think you can manage it. So they're like regular tripods, and you can also attach this light to another tripod. I have tried that with mine. I use this particular tripod I'm filming with, and I was able to, you know, connect the LED lights to my regular tripod. So this is what we have. It's a pretty long tripod. I cross check and drop the correct value on the screen. So how are we going to do this? Okay, can you see this fully in frame? You have to loosen a knob here so that you ease the legs. This is my first time of using this, and it's not exactly a smooth transition, but just loosen it and gradually, you know, release the leg of the tripod. Then you can then screw it back. Then you have another knob here which you can loosen and increase the length. Okay, it's pretty long. It's actually longer than my tripod that I'm filming with. Then if you still need more length, you can see how long it is now already. If you still need more length, you guys see how long it is, you do this. Okay, but I'm going to leave it here so that we can complete our setup like this, and I can be fully in frame. So I'll tighten it back just to position it right here. So I am currently just filming with my natural light, and I have a little Ulanzi VL49 light, a very small tiny light on my camera. Okay, that's what I'm filming with. There's no power supply, so this place, I have an open door here that allows in some light. Okay, so let's get on to this. Sorry if you find this video a little bit noisy. I just had to open my door down. We have so many people using generators at the back, so yeah. Okay, so this is the knob which I just opened, and I'm going to be fixing this on here. Okay. So there's a tiny cover here which you should just remove it, and then you can screw this on here. Okay, let me come down a little bit more. Now this light has two cold shoe two screw ports here, okay, that you can screw. I was just thinking, is it cold shoe, is it hot shoe? I'm not really sure now, but it has two spaces where you can screw, and this thing has like a control for the screw here, so you don't have to start turning your light back, left, center. So like I said, it has two here. Then if you want it to be vertical, you can also make use of either one of the ones on the side, okay, but most times I see it being used this way. So you can use any of the screw. I like to use this one attached to the back, okay, but sometimes I use this as well. I don't know why we have two there, but it works. So now I'm going to screw, just turning here. I'm just turning, show you guys what I'm doing. So tighten it till it can no longer turn, and then this is what we have at the front. You can open it up, and then we'll have this. Okay, looks pretty. This is what we have right here. So now to fix the batteries, so I've already fixed this one. To fix the batteries, just this is what the battery looks like. Close up, okay, but it has a side with two holes here. If you look closely at this, you'll find like two metals here on both sides. So you're going to place the part of the battery with two holes facing that way, okay. Just place it at the top of this space, then you push it downward. See, very easy. So let's do that again. Place it at the top, then push it downward. Fixed, okay. So to pull it out, don't start trying to struggle and drag it and all that. There's a small button by the side here. We also have another one on this side, so just press the button. It's really easy to do, okay. Just press the button downward and you remove this easily. Okay, now let's see what we have with the light. Like I said, let me put off this little tiny light. There's this tiny powerful light that I love so much. Easy to carry around, so it's really convenient to use. Now let me quickly talk about the charging. It's quite similar to what you do when you are attaching the battery to the light. So let me come this way. Just, you can see this charger also has like two metals right here. Look for the part of the battery with two holes. You don't have the same thing this way, so it's easy to, you know, get. And then just position your battery this way and push it upward, so it feels stable this way. It has an indicator light here which will tell you when it is charging and when it is fully charged. Okay, so right here on the other side we have the plug, right? Or is it the connector? But this is what you then attach to your socket or your fuse and, you know, charge it. Once you're done, you can, you know, replace it back this way, but you just put it this way and then you go ahead to charge. Easy peasy, right? Great. Now let's assume you don't want to use the battery, or for whatever reason you want to use power supply. Unfortunately, this cable and adapter complex, in my own opinion, is not long enough. I wish it was longer, because once this light is placed on the tripod, you know, it's high. And see what we have. Come on, don't spoil my shine. See what we have right here. Are you seeing? Then you have a little more this way. I wish it was longer. What happens most time is this will end up dangling somewhere. It's not resting on the floor, if you understand what I mean. Yeah, but the two of them, of course, you can get to a socket, but I just wish this didn't have to like be hanging somewhere on the tripod. So you can see the length from here. It's not that long. So you plug this onto power supply and you come here and put this here. There's a warning at the back here which says please switch off the power button before inserting or removing the power cable. So make sure that this is at off before you go ahead. This is what I mean by the adapter dangling. So you can see what I have right here. I'm currently using the battery, okay, so I'm just going to use this side. You can see these 3 indicator lights came on. So this little light here is to one, tell you that the light is on, and secondly to help you know how many percentage you have left of your battery. Okay, I've reduced the ISO of my camera. Now I'll put on this knob at 5600, and you can see the brightness we're having. Let me shift it this way so that you can see it clearly. This is what we had before, and now this is what I have right here. Now let me turn this down and go to the other control here, which controls the warm light. Okay, this is the cool light. The warm light, that's the 3200 Kelvin, and you know, when I increase it, you can see what is happening, right? This is what we had, and now I have this. Now you can find the balance between the two. I love to work with cool light, so most times, most likely I'll be taking this to the highest, then I'll come right here and, you know, just tweak it a little bit. I don't want it to completely remove the coolness from this, so most likely, okay, I will turn the warm light down a little bit or completely do away with it. Okay, but then if you're making use of a camera, you can actually make use of the two so that you get the maximum brightness. Let me come here so that at least I'll give you perspective of what I'm saying. So yes, I think this is a better demonstration but it's just too close to me. But anyways, it's just to show you how bright it can be. This is the warm light at its maximum. Okay, forget I'm looking at myself on the screen, okay, on the camera screen. So this is the warm light at its maximum intensity. You wouldn't do this, of course, because you need your light to be cool. I plan on using maybe like white clothes or something to, you know, how will I put it, tone down the intensity of the light. Whenever you're filming, you don't want like all your light so intensely focused on you. So and another way you can actually diffuse the light, yes, that's the word, to diffuse the light is to turn the light upwards so that you only have it bouncing back at you, not directly on your face. So right here, let me tone down this, put it off completely actually, then let's see what we can achieve with the warm light, with the cool light. I'm just saying a lot. So this is what you will achieve with the cool light. Like I said, you can then mix it up a little bit if you don't want it to be too cool, and you know, stand away from it. I don't particularly like this intensity still, okay, except I'm very far from it. So like I mentioned, you need to find, there's this, it's not soft box but like a square shape box that diffuses light. If I get that to buy, I will be getting it for this. Otherwise I may try other things, maybe like white paper fabric or something, because you don't want a very intense light on you. You can manage one, but at the same time, if you can get 2 or 3 of these in your studio, you have a good, you know, lighting system set up. So I can't use the other one, otherwise I'll have shown you what you achieve with 2 of these. But yeah, so most likely this will be placed higher if I'm working with it. Let me try and do that to see. Most likely this will be placed at angle 45 higher and looking down at me. Oh, there's one thing I haven't shown you guys. Guys, I'm tired of having this face me. Let me increase my ISO. So back at ISO 400, there's something I haven't shown you guys, which is what you can achieve with this. So there's a screw here that you can loosen that will allow you, you know, turn the direction of the light. Okay, so you can face it upward and downward, and of course you can turn it around with this screw. Don't just unscrew it. Try not to unscrew it completely so that it doesn't fall off. Okay, so let me raise this up a little bit, and we'll probably use this for the rest of the video. So the light is so bright that I had to further reduce my ISO. Meanwhile, I realized I didn't talk about the battery like I promised. Okay, thank God I haven't, scattered all my setup. But yeah, the battery I'm not particularly impressed with. But then I charged the battery and it saved about 1 hour thereabout. Let's just say an hour 30 minutes long of battery usage. I wish it was longer considering the type of content I make. I make sewing tutorials a lot on my sewing channel, and you're sewing, guys, it takes time. The rechargeable part of it is more beneficial for those that do like sit down talk videos. 30 minutes you're done, 1 hour you filmed 2 contents and all that. You find this very, very useful. Now let's move on to the cost of this light. Okay, the light alongside the battery is 34,500 naira each. I think you can buy it without the battery. Yeah, so 34,500 naira with the battery, and then I got the stand 5,000 naira, so that makes it almost approximately 40,000 naira for each of these lights. Okay, the battery, the charge, everything inclusive, okay, cost 39,500 naira. Now delivery cost from Abuja to Benin City, I am in Benin City, was 5,000 naira from Abuja down here, and then I had to pay 2,000 naira for a rider to bring it from their park to me. That's a total cost of 7,000 naira, which I think it's on the high side. So, and I wasn't particularly satisfied with their customer service and attention. I also got my camera from the same place, and I've noticed they are quite dismissive with their customers. So yeah, if you have another option, I really won't recommend. But if you don't mind, or if you stay in Abuja, you can definitely get from them. I mean, walk into their store. But if you're not there and you are just trying to communicate with them, it may be a little sketchy. I almost lost my camera okay, ordering from them right here. They first took it to, I think, Delta State before they brought it here. So it's a lot, guys. So that's why I'm not very keen on recommending their services, but they do have a lot. The prices are good. So if you're in Abuja, you can check out their physical stores, check out for their address on Instagram. Go ahead and search. I'm not dropping a link because it's not my business, okay? Don't connect me. I don't want to be the source of headache for anybody. But yeah, that's what this cost, and also the delivery cost. Am I missing out anything? Yeah, I feel I have pretty much covered everything. I'm currently using one of the lights on this side. I still have my door open here, and I think it's giving like a good view. I do need, if I'm going to work with this, I do need something to serve as a backlight. I'm currently not even using the one on my camera. I'm just using the LED light. Professionally, you need three major sources of lights, 3 major lights for your studio. I currently have 2 major lights. You need a backlight, you need the key light, and whatever light they call it. So yeah, that will be the end of this video. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up, okay, and drop a comment in the comment section. I hope you enjoy using this if you eventually get it. Once again, my name is Kemi Omorogbe. Subscribe to this channel, Ejo. So thank you, guys. See you in the next video. Bye.